What's up, guys? This is Josh here, and welcome back to another video. When taking delivery of your Tesla, there are certain things that you want to look out for. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through a checklist, and I'm going to show you some of the things and also tell you some of the things that you will need to know before delivery and also on delivery day. But before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to our comment winner from the last video. Congratulations, you are the winner of the free Amazon gift card, and I will be reaching out to you in the coming days in order to get that Amazon gift card to you. And if you're looking for a free Amazon gift card, you can get one here in this video. Keep watching this video to the very end, and I'm going to show you how. So on delivery day, the first thing that you want to look out for is to make sure that your name and address are correct, that they have on the documents, and also bring proof of your down payment if you already made the down payment. And if you are financing it through a third party, you want to make sure that you have that check in hand or proof that the payment was sent to Tesla. You want to also show proof of insurance in case if they ask for that. In my case, they didn't. Everything was already uploaded and they already had printouts of what they needed. But just in case, you never know how technology works, you always want to be prepared. And secondly, whenever you get to the delivery center, you want to just walk around the car and make sure there are no defects with the paint. And also, as you can see right here, we want to make sure that all the panel gaps are aligned. So whatever is on this side of the car, you want to make sure it matches that one. So we're just going to walk the car real quick, and everything is looking great. And on the chrome, you want to make sure too that everything is black, and also all of the alignments are flush. So that's flush right there, and there are no serious gaps that we need to worry about, no paint defects here. And also you want to be careful and take a look out that it doesn't get too tight, but everything right here looks great. And on your charge port, you want to first make sure it's flush, and you want to make sure that it opens. The last thing that you want is a car that won't charge. And everything is flush. You want to make sure that the lights are also aligned on the car. Walking along this way, we see that everything, I did go on and put on some mud flaps. There is some white stuff on the tire. I was trying to go on and clean the tires for you on this video, but everything is looking great. So that is something, and that's flush. Whenever I say flush, that means it's just going smooth. We want to make sure that all of the chrome looks great as well. So on this car, everything is great. So at the delivery center, what you want to do is go along the car just like I did and make sure that everything looks awesome. So now we're going to look in the front. And so with the front, first you want to make sure that it's open. And with the front, you want to check and make sure that the seal along the front is great. And that way, if it rains or anything like that, that water will not get into. And make sure that you have your tow bar. And it comes out very easily, but you want to just make sure that it wasn't forgotten. And everything in the front looks great. And right here, as you can see, that the seal is up here, and also we have the seal going along here, and everything looks great. And you want to make sure that when you close the front, that you put your hand on both sides of the T. I'm just going to do it like this right now, and you hear 2 clicks, because you want to make sure as well that your front is going to close. Now moving along to the tires, like I said, I put some spray on it to make it shine. So that's the white stuff you see. One, you want to make sure that the tires look great. And most importantly, you want to make sure that you have the valves on all 4 tires. So I'm going here. This tire looks great. The tread looks good on that one. And I'm going to just look at the rims, make sure that there's no scratches, no distortion. That one looked awesome. Now moving around to this tire, everything is awesome on there as well. There go the valve. And now let's go to the last tire on the passenger side. And there's the red dot showing you it's a new tire there. and everything looks great, and I see no scratches or no distortions on the tire. Now you want to look at all of the glass, make sure that your glass don't have any scratches on the glass. So I did get the front windows tinted, and I do have a video which I'm going to link up whenever I got that tinted and how they actually messed up the car a little bit. However, we're not going to talk about messing right now, but we just want to make sure that all of the glass looks clean, it looks fresh with no scratches on the glass. So we're still doing our outdoor inspection of the car. So this may seem like a lot, but as you can see, it goes very quickly. But you do want to take your time on this because you have 100 miles in order to bring something to Tesla's attention. So you want to make sure that you're paying this much money for a car, that you're doing a thorough inspection of what you're paying for. I know that you're excited, so that's why it's great to have a checklist just to make sure that everything is taken care of whenever you walk off. Bring a friend, neighbor, wife, husband, spouse, anybody with you, just to look over the car with you and make sure that you're not missing anything. Now, after you do the glass check, now we want to start getting into the car. But before we get in the car, you want to test all of your doors to make sure that they open properly with not much effort. So I'm going to start with the driver's side first. You know, whenever you open up the Tesla, when you're looking at the Model Y and also the 3, you're just going to put your hand right there. And I'm just going to do that again. As you can see, you want to make sure that the window is going to come down before the door opens, and that way you don't mess up your trim line. And I'm going to close it, and it went up. Now I'm going to go to the next door. You just want to go through each door and make sure it all works well, and that one worked fine. Now I'm going to come over to this door. Window went down, and just close it. Now, last but not least, the passenger door, it went down, and I'm just going to close. It didn't take extra effort to close the doors, and the windows went up as it should. So next, we're going to look at the trunk. You want to make sure that the trunk will open and close using the automatic system. So I'm going to come around and I'm going to push this, and we're going to make sure that it comes up with no problem. And also, whenever you close it, you want to push the button right here, and whenever it comes down, you want to make sure you hear a click. And we know that because it is lining back up and it is flush. Now, on delivery day, I can tell you this is going to be the most anxious part. This is the time when we get inside the car. So once you get inside the car, you just want to check for any error messages on the display screen. Since we have none, that is great. So we want to make sure that everything is great with the screen. And one great way that I found that you can test that out is going to the toy box on your screen, and we're going to go to the sketch pad. And on the sketch pad, we're going to just write a message. And from there, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, okay? And from there, we're just going to wait about a minute, and we're going to see if there are any phantom touches, meaning if you're going to start seeing random stuff touching on the screen. And as you can see right now, nothing happened. So let's just go on and give it a minute. So as you can see, a minute passed and it still says subscribe. So hopefully you did go on and subscribe. And from there, we want to look over to the emergency release, and I don't really want to do it, but I'm going to do it for you. And you want to make sure the emergency release worked on the door. However, you don't use this often because you don't want to damage the trim. So I'm just going to lift it up. And as you can see, it said manual. It may cause damage. However, I did roll down the window just a little bit. So you might want to go on and roll down your window before you do that to make sure that you don't damage anything. And also you do want to do the same thing on the passenger door as well. And after you do the doors, you want to make sure that your AC and heater also work as well. You want to turn it all the way low, make sure you're not hearing like rattling or weird noises. And you also want to turn it high, so I'm about to go on and do that for you right now. You just push right here, and I am going to turn it low, and right now you hear nothing. I'm going to go on and turn on the AC, and it's still just real quiet. Now I'm going to turn it high to make sure there's no rattling sounds. And it's just good Georgia air. Now I am going to turn off the AC just to get the fan. At this point, let me turn this down so you can hear me better. But at this point, that's when you may want to go on and just turn on your heat warmers on all 5 seats. Because even in the Model Y, you have all 5 seats have heated seats. And from there, you just want to just see if you're getting warm. Oh yeah, I'm warm. This seat feels really good right now. Now I'm back here in the back seat and these seats are getting warm as well. Feels really good. Now we want to check all 4 windows to make sure they go up and down. So here's the driver. We have the back windows here. And I have my co-pilot here. Lizzy, you want to go on and roll down that window? She's here helping me out today. Make sure you go check her out on their channel as well, Lizzy and Jessie Show. And I will link that down below. Go check her out. And you're going to love this part. Next, you want to check the sound system. I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm just going to drop on some music from my wife's YouTube channel. Check her out. She likes to cook. So you want to make sure that it sounds great. And look, there it goes. So that's some quality sound right there. It is amazing what Tesla can do with this sound. And if that looks good, she's making something right now. I didn't see exactly what it is, but if you're looking for some great food, go check out From Someone's Kitchen. And I'm also going to leave that down in the description as well. Yeah, so she was making Asian nachos. Now we want to make sure that the windshield wiper will work. So I'm just going to push it one good time and it's on there. And we want to go to the cameras and we want to make sure that all of the cameras look great with no distortion, and there is no distortion there. And while we're already on the screen, let's go on and open up the glove box. And you do that by coming up here and I'm going to click glove box. We want to make sure that the glove box open, and I am going to put in my password. Hold on. And it opened right up. There is a light right in there, and you just want to make sure that that light works as well. So you want to make sure that this opens and closes like it should, and you also want to check the light that's down in here. Let's see if we can get in here. So, okay, you see it's a light in there, and also you have a light in your armrest. So that's the 12-volt charger, and you can see it's a light in there, and also in the back you have the USB-C chargers, and you just want to bring a cord with you on delivery day to ensure that those are working as well. And also, let's look up here at the vanity mirrors. You want to make sure that they fold down, the lights turn on. Hi guys. And right after that, you want to make sure that it goes back up with no problems. And let's go over here to the passenger. Lizzy, you want to pull that down for us? And it works, and she is checking herself out and everything looks great. Go on and lift that up. Now we're going to check on all of the cabin lights. We have 2 in the front. I know we have some down in the floorboard, and those work as well. And also I turned on all of the dome lights as well, so you see there and back here. But the ones in the back, you also want to just go push them just to make sure that they will turn on. So I'm going to turn off the dome lights, and the lights went off all over the cabin. And you do want to make sure that your keys work on the B pillar by putting it right here. Whenever you put the keys there, you want to make sure that all of the keys work to your Tesla. But we do know that those keys are for backup situations. However, you don't want your phone to die, then you're locked outside of your car. Now you want to press in the center of your steering wheel to make sure that the horn works. Let's go, Lizzy. Next, you want to check the signal lights on your car to make sure those are working properly. And we're going to start off with the left-hand side on the car. So you have a light up front, and that one is blinking. And also on the side, you have one right here above the camera that looks great. And also let's go to the back of the car, and that one looks great as well. And we're gonna look inside of the car just to make sure that the camera is showing. Hi guys. And also it's blinking up there. Now we're gonna go to the right-hand side. and we want to make sure that that one is working as well. As you can see, it is blinking here. We're going to check the side, and that looks great. Sorry if it's windy or noisy out here. I had on a lapel mic, but it wasn't the best sound in the world, so there we go. And it's working at the back as well. Next, we want to take a look at the headlights on the car, so everything looks great. And Lizzy, give me the high beams. All right, and the high beams came off real good as well. Now let's go back to the back of the car, because we want to make sure those lights are working as well on the car, because that was just safety first, right? So the lights are working there. Let's go around to the other side. Those lights are working as well. Now we want to check the brake lights. So Lizzy, put your foot on the brake. Okay, so as you can see, they're all lit up there. So great job. So the brake lights do work. Again, sorry about the wind noise. Since we're talking about lights, I'm going to open up the trunk again, and we just want to make sure that the lights in the trunk work as well. All right, so the light up there is working, so the trunk light is working. The lights all over the car work, so that's something you do want to look out for as well. And at the delivery center, you also want to make sure that your car is able and capable to charge. So just ask them just to throw it on the supercharger, even if it's for like a minute, just to make sure that the car is accepting the charge. And before you leave the delivery center, ask your specialist to make sure that they checked off this car as being marked deliver in the Tesla app, because the last thing that you want is to get home and not be able to access the car, because there are stories of people who accepted delivery, but the technician forgot to check off that the car was actually delivered. And you want to walk away with the paperwork in hand, as well as all necessary documents that you may need, including a signed copy of your purchase agreement. So if you're looking to get the free Amazon gift card, this is what you need to do. Listen up. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with those who you feel that would benefit from this content, and also leave a comment down below. That's all you have to do, and you will be entered into the next drawing. Thank you so much. I know that this was a lengthy video, but if you're paying more than $60,000 for a car, you might want to take some time to go through to make sure that it's to your liking. Even if Tesla, they don't address the issues right then, at least they have it on files. For more videos about your money and your Tesla, subscribe by clicking the icon right here. Check out more videos right here on the screen, and I will see you in the next video.